What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's OG Borico Dandada, aka Chef. I'm with my man John, Coach David, Uncle Pete in the building, who I think he wants me to refer to him as the Michael Jordan of men. It is definitely an inside joke, but it's wild as shit. Listen, I was gonna have this cool little setup for a draft thing, was fucking everything up. We'll just talk draft kind of shit anyway. John, new guy, lifelong Jets fan. How are you, my brother?
I'm a Jet fan. That tells you how I am.
We're starting off right. Yo, but you know what, though? Like, it's finally good. As a matter of fact, yo, John, what do you think of Rex Ryan before we go into anything?
I mean, we haven't been decent since he left.
Would you be okay with him coming back as the head coach? Because my Pete down here, he's like the most anti-Rex Ryan person, like if he hopped turnstiles or some shit.
He hasn't coached in 20 years.
Right,
and there's a reason
it's over for him. It's over for him.
There's a reason for it.
I don't mind Glenn. I like him as a coach.
Whoa.
You got to let him listen. When him and the other guy went
You
to
can't fire a coach after the first year
for 3 years.
Yeah, you can't fire a coach after the first year.
After the draft. So he didn't draft any of these players. We traded our best 2 defensive players. I mean, it worked out because Sauce got hurt like 2 days after he was traded and played 4 downs.
And jinxed the Colts. They didn't win nothing with him. 1-7, baby.
So I'll take the draft picks we got for him. I liked him when he was here. I like Garrett Wilson fighting with Stephen A on the internet. That's
hell
fun.
yeah. Hell
that was entertaining. But Stephen A. Smith's an idiot anyway.
Well, but listen, you know why Stephen A. does that, right? Because it's the hot topic.
Get views, that's all.
Yeah, and it's for views, right? It's like, but when people sit there and they go super hard, like, why would you want to play for the Jets? I think that's dumb as shit because, right? Like, let's be honest. But if your kids are playing the NFL, you're telling me that you wouldn't want the opportunity to play for the Jets, Giants, Raiders, whoever, right? Like, I think that's stupid to say that. Why would you come out and play for this franchise?
Jets suck, but we're still the biggest market in the world.
Well, you know,
market.
You get
what's a bigger market than New York?
You got LA, Chicago.
They're not bigger than New York.
LA, New York's the biggest market.
Killing us.
LA is not a bigger market than New York.
Well,
there's a bunch of celebrity wannabe fans.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of wannabe fans everywhere. They're in New York too. Look at Spike Lee.
Nah, don't do that.
Spike Lee's the biggest fan, and I'm number 2. I'm right after Spike.
Spike, he needs to go.
Listen, all right, this is not a basketball podcast, right? But
no shit.
Huh?
I said no shit.
Oh yeah, all right, my bad. Like, my whole thing with Stephen A. Smith that gets me is he don't know nothing about the game of football, right? Yeah, he covered it or whatever. But let's just go back to when Stephen A. Smith averaged like 1.2 points a game in college basketball. Like, if any franchise, if they were I don't care if it's the Clippers, whoever, insert one of those terrible fucking organizations. And they were like, yo, Stephen A. Smith, we're going to draft you. Do you think he's not going into the draft? For a bum like Stephen A. Smith?
I mean, if his last name was James, he might have got drafted.
That's true.
That's fact. That is a fact.
You know what? So, listen, Jets have the number 2 pick in the draft. Obviously, I'm going to go to John real quick because there's the Mendoza, there's the Moore shit. What are you leaning on? Because me personally about Bain Jr., and I'm a fan of Moore. I'm a fan, but I don't want him under Glenn. And obviously, Glenn's your guy.
Well, Mendoza's going number 1.
Yeah, Jets aren't getting Mendoza.
More shit to bed in that last game. He looked. Oof.
I think the Jets are smart if they don't draft a quarterback this year. Moore's not a definite hit. I think you draft other positions, go for the quarterback next year. It's supposed to be a better draft next year for quarterbacks.
What's that the other kid, the Spanish kid?
The Chamberlain from Ole Miss.
Chambliss from Ole Miss. Then they got that guy Pavia who finished second in the.
Oh, he's
in,
horrible. Forget that guy.
That dude,
That guy's a
Fabio
bum.
kid, he's the fake Patrick Mahomes, right?
He's a bum. That kid, no way.
Yeah, I take him. If we can get him in like the second or third round, take him.
He's going to go like the third, fourth round.
Yeah,
But
he
you also
ain't
got
going
the
that
kid,
high.
was it Samson or Simpson, right? Samson or something.
Oh, I wouldn't take him either. He went in, but he's a bum too. Another Alabama overrated quarterback, bro. All the quarterbacks that come from Bama have sucked so far. Don't take him.
The guy, a shot on would be Chambliss. Could be good. What worries me is he wanted to go back to college for his 7th year.
I know. Well, he's working on that degree, bro. Give him some credit, all right? 7 years, he'll get it.
Was it, or was he trying to pull? What was the? Was it Matt Leinart where he had classes like there was dance or some shit like that?
Oh yeah. Well, there have always been college players who, they took farming and everything like that.
Sleep
Animal husbandry. Yeah, basket weaving.
Get those credits, baby. It doesn't matter.
And they weren't even getting paid back then. Well,
no, exactly. Now they make
legally
money,
they weren't getting paid.
So John,
Yeah.
number two pick. Who you want? What do you want? You want to trade back? Or is there a player on your radar? I trade back if there's a nice offer.
I trade back because there's no one that really like excites me at number 2.
Bain Jr. don't excite you?
Not with a number 2.
Exactly. That's the reach up for the number 2.
If we can get like 12 next year, someone's next year first round and a second, trade the number 2. Someone out there is going to want one of these other quarterbacks.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone's definitely
someone's going to want more.
Oh, you're bugging. You're bugging if you don't think no one's going to want more.
I said somebody's going to want more.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said no one. So,
no, somebody's going to want more.
Yeah, the thing with more, and then, all right, so this is where I hate the analytics side of shit, right? Everybody wants to knock more for this game. First off, the offensive line, like I told you guys last week, looked terrible. They look terrible again. And you're telling me that this one game is going to define this young man when you've seen all his film, right? It's not just one game in a pocket. You have his whole catalog of what he's done in matchup.
He's lost to India.
The way they biggest stage, that's what people remember.
He lost
on you.
Was great shit.
Get rid
of
the
way they analyze these quarterbacks. It doesn't matter. Once the combine comes out, a guy that was talked about in the 3rd round all of a sudden becomes the number 1 pick.
It's true.
Because he looked great in shorts and a t-shirt, and he's throwing it. He must have the jet package.
Hold on, where do you
I'm
go?
at my sister's house. I gotta make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi.
I said you must have the jet package for the internet.
Yeah, that's why we got the AJ Brown package. Can't catch anything.
They want you for. These guys all change once the combine comes out. They see how far they can throw it, and guys who weren't thought to be high draft picks all of a sudden jump into the 1st round and the top of the 1st round. So who knows? People are going to look at more differently later on. They're not going to look at this game. The only thing, I think I told you guys this before. The Rams might look to trade it. They got 2 first-round draft picks. Stafford's already talked about retiring.
That's a 4.
So it might be great. No, but they could trade their 2 first-round draft picks to go up.
So what's their other pick though? Like
they got theirs and Atlanta's, I think. So it might be a big drop.
Now, but if you're going to trade it to the Rams, you're probably going to want to try to get a player too. Then
you might. I'm not saying just for those 2 picks. The what?
All right. So they got 13 and 28 right now.
No, you could take both of those. It's not too bad, but it's not going to be. That's pretty far.
That is far, right? Because obviously, I was
hoping
want
to stay in the top 10.
I was hoping he was going to come in here and be like, yeah, this guy's Bane, right? Though we were working on the same wavelength and he's on some, yo, fuck Bane, right? Like,
Nah, you're always on your own wavelength.
yo, this shit is crazy, right? Like I got to find somebody
I'm still
that
trying
I
to figure out
fucking
why we
work
went
with.
from the Bills to the Jets.
Yeah. Everybody makes mistakes. He just makes his catastrophic.
Yeah.
And if the
Yeah,
Bills
most
don't make
people
the
try
Super
to
Bowl
move
this year,
up.
blow it up.
Most people try to move up. He moves down. I don't understand it.
He's thinking he could be the savior. He's selling his soul for the Jets. It might work. You never know. Namath did it.
That's what I'm doing, John. I'm doing it for you.
I wouldn't even sell my own soul for the Jets. The Knicks championship, they could have my soul and my reincarnated soul. Get them both.
For the Knicks?
2-for-1 deals for the Knicks.
They'll never get it until they get rid of Dolan, but that's never happening. But we're not talking basketball, right?
Yeah, my
One
bad.
day.
That's right, Coach Dave. That's right. So, all right, John, and a perfect. Who do you want as your first pick, overall pick? But the Jets to take who? Who's the guy you want?
I want a speedy wide receiver.
What about
Play
the
opposite
USC?
Wilson.
What's his name? Lemon or some shit like that?
I
Malachi,
gotta wait
some
for
shit?
Combine to see who runs the. We need.
Isn't the
who
top
can
wide receiver Tate?
Is it? I thought it was a kid from
I think-
USC.
I think it's Tate is the number one wide receiver.
I mean, there's a couple of good ones, but I wouldn't take none of them at 2.
No, not a 2. I'm trading back. I want
Right.
receivers later in the first round.
Yeah, that's right. You can see that.
Yeah, I mean,
You gotta stay in, like,
Carnell
the
Tate.
top 10,
I think
though.
that's what you're talking about. Carnell Tate.
Yeah, he's the top wide receiver. They keep predicting him to go in the top like 8.
So, what about the Mitchell kid that they traded for? I thought he finished the season well for them.
He's a good number 3.
And then you
The
got
two
Garrett
they
Wilson.
got in the
number 2.
draft is pretty good. The two they got in the trades. Mitchell and who's the other kid? Mitchell's 18. The other guy was, I think, 15. I'm awful with names, in case you haven't realized that.
But all right, so you want a wide receiver, but this defense is trash. So I'm on the other end. I
We
want
need
them to
everybody.
get- Huh?
We need a whole defense.
All right, so that's why I would say go with Caleb Downs or
We got 45 picks in the next 2 years, though. So we got. Let's not pretend they're going to be good next year, no matter who they draft.
Facts.
so, but this is my point, right? Is
We're
so we
drafting
had
for
this conversation-
2028. That's our year we're looking forward to.
What's the win?
2028 is the next chance. Maybe we'll be okay.
See, that's why I say don't reach for the quarterback if you don't really love him. Take the other guys you love and go for the quarterback next year.
So what my thing is what I'm talking about. So I like Bane Jr., right? Like I'm big on Bane Jr. Dave, who feels that you have to work in the trenches and then out, right? Because he feels that defensive backfield, you can actually
You can
skim
put
on a
bums
little
back
bit.
there. You can. You don't need studs in the cover corners. You don't give a quarterback more than 3 seconds, he ain't throwing the ball. I don't care if I got
Yeah.
Bill King guarding
You
somebody.
can have great cornerbacks, but if your line isn't getting to the quarterback, the receivers are going to get open.
No, I hear you. That's what I'm saying. That I would go early. I take Bane Jr.
I mean, the Jets
Yeah.
drafted defensive line pretty much every draft ever.
Yeah, they haven't hit on those picks lately.
All right. So,
That's why I told you they should be the ones to try to trade for Crosby.
Yeah, that would be legendary for them, but that ain't happening.
John, what you think about the Jets going all in on Max Crosby?
What do they want for him? I don't think he's not going back to the Raiders because he's mad.
Yeah, no, he's definitely pissed.
He stormed out. He ain't coming back. When they said he's
Yeah,
got
but
an
they-
injured ankle, they show him playing basketball with his kid.
No, he had a
ain't going
surgery
back
though.
to it.
He had a surgery though.
He still wants
They
to
what
play.
they call it, and they changed their staff, so he might be willing to come back depending on who they hire.
Well,
All right,
unless
let's
they're
just
going
say
hardball.
the Raiders want the 2 pick and a second rounder. So they get the number 1 and number 2 pick back to back, and a second round for.
Coming off surgery? No.
He's like 28 years old.
Yeah. I don't care. Surgery.
Damn.
You gotta see
it. Your damage goods. You ain't getting a second pick.
Right.
I would do the number. I would do the 1 this year and a 2 next year.
You're gonna give him 1 or 2?
You don't want anyone on the Jets, do you, John? You just want it to burn to the ground.
Burn it to the ground. Start over.
He's been burned. He's been burned too many times. You know.
They've been starting over ever since Namath. That was the last.
That's not true, because you had Curtis Martin and Vinny Testaverde and
hey, they went nowhere. You had
but it was still
it was the last year they made the playoffs.
But they were competitive.
2010, 2012?
No, 2015.
Last time.
Was it 15?
Yeah, 15.
15 was the last time they were in.
10 years.
Right now, they have the longest streak in all of the 4 major sports of not making the playoffs. So it wasn't 2015.
The first team to go a whole season with no picks.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think
0.
I think what was it? 2011, wasn't it? That they made the playoffs. 2010.
With Sanchez.
That was the last time they made the playoffs.
Well, they went back to back with Sanchez, right? And then I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yo,
So right now in the 4 major sports, they have the
heavy,
longest streak.
and the one like lifelong Jet guy is not helping the cause. Like, you're just throwing fuel to the fire, brother.
Ain't nobody saying nothing they ain't heard before. You just in denial. He accepts
Sit
it.
and talk. Listen, sit and talk with any Jet fan. They're all John.
Their last playoff win was 2011.
Wow.
Yeah, 2011.
2011. I don't even remember 2011.
It was 15 years ago. Like I said, it's been a long time for them.
I was still changing diapers in 2011. No.
Was it your own?
Almost. No.
All right. So Giants have 5th pick. Obviously, John he's playing the role of the Joker. Fuck the Jets, burn it all down, don't care. Gentlemen, 5th pick in the draft, who would you like?
Either Tate or that offensive lineman, I forget his name, begins with an M.
Now, you can't say that, because the last time we were on here, I was like, you guys should draft an offensive lineman. You're like, no.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Oh,
no,
my bad. My
did.
bad, Uncle Pete. My bad. That's my bad. I knew one of you did.
Yeah, because they fucking draft every time high lineman, and he sucks ass. So I don't want to waste my time drafting a lineman. They haven't gotten it right in fucking 6 years, the dummies. So they had one good draft last year. That's it. Before that, they've sucked ass. That's why they don't win, because they stopped building the defense and offensive line. That's why they don't win.
And then they draft players who are concussions waiting to happen.
Yeah, well, shit happens.
Any Giants and Jet fan that watches, like, yo, these guys aren't Giants and Jets fans. Like, it's just street.
No, I'm just speaking.
No. Anybody watching this who knows the Giants and Jet fans, say, yeah, they're Giants and Jet fans. They've been living it.
Shit, it's the truth.
You could see the life of a Jet fan and a Giant fan on their face and in their voice.
The only thing they've hit is on receivers lately, but then they get hurt or they just fall off.
So, all right. You want Tate. You want a Carnell Tate, right? And he wants an offensive lineman.
I mean, we need to build a line, but I don't trust them in drafting linemen early. They've failed the last 5 drafts when they've drafted a lineman that high. They've been bums. Flowers, bum. Super bum. They should have took the guy Zach Martin, but they got stupid and cheap and cute, and then they let him go to Dallas. So that they screwed that draft up that year. So.
Well, the problem with Flowers was he was better as a guard. They kept trying to force him to stay a tackle.
And he sucked anyway.
He wasn't a tackle in the NFL. That's why when he left the Giants, he went to, I think it was Washington. They put him in at guard, and he made the All-Pro.
and then he did nothing after that. So he was a one-hit wonder.
So, he should have been a guard the whole time. He was too big and too slow. He didn't have the move. He was too slow for the speed rushes on the edge.
Well, there's not
So,
at the five. Yeah, it's got to be because I don't see it. You don't need a defensive lineman, so it's got to be try to get another weapon, another receiver, because you don't know how Neighbors is going to be when he comes back. He's not going to be the same player he was. So maybe you go for that kid. I don't know.
He's not young.
It doesn't matter. ACL injuries, look at Beckham. Was never the same after he tore that. He was explosive, and then he became mediocre. He still had great hands. He was a red zone weapon, but he couldn't stretch the field no more. And nobody had to worry about him running by you because he couldn't do it no more.
Yeah, but he's overrated too.
Yeah, well, it's good to have those stick-'em gloves, bro. I stick up my hand, catch with the ball. That's it. That's all the football players do now. Put on those tackified gloves and catch the ball and make it like they're using their hands. Come on, stop. When we played, we used our hands, not those bullshit gloves. Fuck out of here.
I ain't gonna lie, I use gloves.
Wow.
I did use gloves. You wanted to use your bare hands. I wanted to look fly, right?
Yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So I don't mind taking a receiver at that pick. If they don't, maybe you can entertain. If there's not someone you truly set on, then like John was saying with the Jets moving them, maybe the Giants trade back a little bit, because there's not too many studs. So everybody's just pretty much on par. There's probably, I guess, 8 guys that maybe are considered like can't miss guys, and the rest are just they could.
Yeah, this isn't a great draft this year.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly, it's really not. So it's kind of tough. You're not going to get much at the 5 pick. The 2 pick, you still could probably finagle somebody.
Well, but you could get. What about that kid? Because you have what, Carter? Who's your other defensive tackle? It's not Lawrence, right?
Yeah. Lawrence, Carter. You have
Carter's a defensive end.
Okay.
Yeah, but you
Carter's defensive end, Burns. But
Burns the one
they got as the tackles, it's Dexter Lawrence and Nunez.
You just need to protect the quarterback so he don't hurt his head no more. Someone needs to teach him how to slide during the summer.
Dart?
Dart, yeah.
Send them to baseball training camp.
Listen, you can't
teach him how to slide.
Stupid. Can't fix stupid. I don't care. Listen, he doesn't need to have a long career. Just win 1 Super Bowl, he can retire. I don't care. That's it.
All right, so what about the Giants taking the kid Woods, the defensive tackle from Clemson?
There's been rumor they were looking at him too. I don't know. I mean, they might. They've been drafting defense the last couple of years too. So, but they got to figure out the offensive line. So, I mean, that kid Woods, I've heard they've been interested. So it's potentially a possibility because that guy probably might be available at 5, depending on what happens at 2. But
usually defensive tackles aren't usually taken that high. Defensive ends, yes.
Yeah, but Woods is a game changer.
Tackles usually aren't taken that high. So they may, if you really like him, you might drop down a little.
If you drop down, you're not going to get him because that guy's going in the top 10. He's going to get drafted in the top 10.
He's alive. You could get
at least
more.
from the talk around the league, he won't be there after 10. So if you drop down that far, you probably don't get him. Unless you trade down and then trade back up, but then what's the point of trading down then?
Yeah, because then you risk someone at 6 or 7 grabbing them.
Right, especially if they know you want them, then they're going to try to finagle that.
See,
I mean, it also depends on the teams that are ahead of you.
I want to go all defense. I think Jets should go all defense because the offense is going to suck anyway. So,
well, if I'm the Jets, I worry about building up other spots other than the quarterback.
Well, listen, quarterback you don't need because I think next year's draft class is going to be the better quarterback class. So trading down this year is not going to hurt you, and you can fill and build some of the holes you have. Therefore, it behooves you to trade back because even like you said, if you trade for Crosby, okay, you're getting one player, but you still got so many more holes. Even if you were to nail Crosby and it only cost you a 1 and the 2, still, well, you got so many more holes. You need the offensive line. You got to get another receiver.
No, the Jets' offensive line is decent.
I
At least they
love
all
the two
played
tackles,
together.
too.
They played the whole season, so
Yeah.
it's the only thing they had that played the whole season. But they're also going to need a running back because Hall's gone.
Yeah, they should have
He's-
traded him.
He's out the
Because-
door.
Yeah, that was bad. That's the only thing that I didn't understand because that relationship was severed. They should have traded him because they
Well,
weren't going to pay him.
You got that kid from Notre Dame in the draft too. What's his name? Jeremiah Love or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
talk
low.
around.
But trading Hall. The other thing is somebody else will sign Hall. The Jets will get a compensatory pick, which will be around the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, I guess
That's what you were going to trade him for.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
How's
but
that
Love,
sound
I
for
don't know.
you,
If
John?
he
Hopefully,
Like
he goes
that,
to a
Jim?
good team and wins.
What? You want to go to a good team and win?
Yeah, let him win.
Nah, fuck
He didn't
Brees
do nothing
Hall.
wrong with us.
Fuck Brees Hall.
He got screwed 2 years ago when they took yards away, and he ended the season with 998.
So
The Jets messed up Hall. There were games where he got like 4 carries and everything like that.
Well, that was
Yeah,
because
they
they
didn't
had
run the
Dalvin
ball.
Cook too. They had Dalvin Cook too.
Cook
No, this wasn't even that. They just didn't run the ball. They decided to run it like 4 or 5 times.
That's what
It's
Gage,
hard to
right?
run when you're down by 35.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that was on the
At the
case,
start.
right?
At the start of the second quarter, right, John?
Yeah.
Well, that's what
21
happened.
nothing.
Drafted that BYU quarterback. They thought Zach Wilson was going to be the man.
Well, yeah, but you know what, though? To be fair, Zach Wilson in college was a beast.
Played for BYU, a shit school, just like all these other guys.
He didn't play a lot, and then when he played, it was the COVID years where he wasn't playing in front of anybody.
Which is what happens with most of those teams.
And then
That's
he came
why
to New York and he couldn't
Mendoza-
handle it.
Mendoza's another one. He may look good in college, but listen, the pros are different. You beating up on sugarcoat teams. I mean, listen, he's beating some decent teams this year, but that program don't play top-notch teams all year round. I mean, I'll give him credit. They beat Ohio State, but whatever. I don't see him being that guy, but everyone's all around him thinking he's going to be the next Messiah. I don't know about that.
And Zach Wilson was never good because he left and he's still not playing.
I know.
Gino sucked when he was a Jet. He got traded.
Yeah.
He's
He
a
looked good in Seattle.
good mid-level quarter. He looked great in Seattle. He looked horrible in Oakland, but that's more
Yeah.
about Oakland.
Gino's
Sam Darnold was awful as a Jet. He left.
Dave, he's starting them off. Look,
I know.
Dave.
Yeah, but he's another one. Listen, the only reason why he's going to win this weekend is because he's playing the 49ers who can't handle winning in Seattle. You better pray that the Rams lose.
The
to the Bears.
49ers have no players left.
Yeah, but even if they had their players, they weren't beating them because they got
It's-
stomped.
listen,
in Seattle.
It's always in
Darnold's not
Darnold
going to win
we
that game
trust.
anyway.
It's always in Darnold we
Darnold
trust.
is not winning that game. The Seattle defense is going to win that game.
It's
And you
always
better
in
pray
Darnold we
that the
trust.
Rams choke to the Bears because the Rams are the one team that can go to Seattle and knock them out.
The fuck out of here. You think Caleb Williams is going to beat Seattle?
I said the Rams, you dumbass, not that fucking fleabag fucking paint my nails guy. No, if they beat the Rams, they're not fucking winning. Then you could just pencil in Seattle, the fucking Seahawks to the Super Bowl because that guy got lucky that the fucking Packers are a bigger choke than him.
Listen,
Chokes.
Sam Darnold is taking the Seattle Seahawks to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, here's one
Yep.
for you. What happens if it's Buffalo
Former
versus
Jet.
Seattle?
Sam
Is it gonna be
Darnold.
Sam
Former
Darnold.
Jet. Former Jet Sam Darnold.
Fucking bum.
Darnold's not a bum. He's got 28 wins in 2 seasons or some shit?
And what's his record in the playoffs? Oh yeah.
0-1.
What? I hear crickets.
He didn't make the playoffs for his
but
first
I told
5
you,
years in
he
the.
got killed in Minnesota.
I don't
He
give a
got,
shit.
They sacked him 10 times.
That's his problem. Run a quick.
And
side.
that's part of that was his fault.
No,
Not all of it, but part
No,
of it is his fault.
No,
Held on to the ball too long, buddy.
I'm not
NFL,
gonna let that,
1-2
that
throw.
bullshit fuck out
NFL,
of
1-2 throw, buddy. You can't hold the ball 3 seconds.
He was being goes to the left of him, goes to the right of him.
Yeah.
Y'all hate
It
it.
was like when Brady
Y'all
was
Sam
seeing
Darnold
ghosts and got
haters.
knocked all over.
Sam Darnold and the
Listen.
Seattle Seahawks going to the Super Bowl in the NFC. They're representing them.
If the Bears beat the Rams, they will. If the Rams beat the Bears, you better
Former
hope.
Jet Sam Darnold is carrying on his fucking back like
That's
fucking
not
Santa Claus
happening.
with the sack
If
on
Seattle
his back.
goes to the Super Bowl,
It'll be because
it's
of their
going to be
defense.
because of their defense.
Because that bum Darnold
Because
is going to
of
do what
Sam
Trent
Darnold.
Dilfer. Listen, he's
Say
going to be
it
like
with
Trent Dilfer. Just
Sam
hand off the
Darnold.
football,
Say it
buddy.
with me,
Listen,
Coach
Just
James.
hand off the
game
football.
management is a skill.
Yeah, well, for Trent
If you,
Dilfer,
if you can
apparently it
manage
was.
the game, no turnovers.
That's it. All he's got to do is hand the ball
All
off.
you gotta-
Throw a 2-yard pass and a handoff. Let your defense win it. Don't worry about it.
Sam Darnold's had some big games in Seattle already.
Not in the playoffs, buddy. I don't
They
care about
just
the regular
started.
season
He
hero.
hasn't had a playoff game with Seattle yet.
Regular season heroes mean shit. Give me the postseason hero, not the postseason zero.
Is it because he's Jet?
No, he came from USC, another overhyped ranked quarterback, just like Matt Leinart. Supposed to be a fucking wonder boy, and he was fucking another ass that came out of USC.
Ryan never loved football. That's what it was. He loved the stars part of it. He didn't like football.
Yeah, well, that's not my problem. That's his problem. If he didn't love it, he can give me some of the money. I'll enjoy it. Give me the money. All the money these guys be making.
Holy shit.
But anyway, Darnold ain't doing shit. If they get there, it'll be because of the defense. That's it. I swear, I hope they lose to the 49ers somehow. I will rip you apart on this thing if they lose. Because the Niners are horrific.
Not going to happen.
Dave,
The Niners are
if
gonna
the
start pulling people out the
49ers
stands to play.
if the 49ers win, Dave, we're not doing another podcast till like June.
Yo, John, man, back me up here. What the fuck?
I hate the 49ers, so it don't matter.
Yeah, I don't care for either of them. I just love to see them beat him. So his Darnold boy, if your Darnold boy loses to that fucking mash unit in San there's about it. And there's no way it's going to happen because they just got embarrassed in Seattle a week ago. So
When they had players, now they got even less players than they did 2 weeks ago.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. So that's that.
Okay, but let's not act like San Francisco is a bunch of bums. They just knocked off the Super Bowl champs.
Please, the Eagles.
Yeah, but they have nobody left.
First off, the Eagles are beating each other up, fighting on the sideline. So what the hell? That team is a. I don't understand. You went from the Super Bowl to now you hate each other. You're fighting the coach.
They were a mess all year.
Yeah,
They would win, but they were a mess all year.
and they actually had a chance to win that game. They just blew it. They couldn't catch the ball.
No, AJ Brown couldn't catch a ball.
Yeah, he couldn't catch a cold at that point, and he's crying and talking all that shit. Meanwhile, he had the big drops.
Yeah, but
Two
AJ Brown's
big
going to be your wide receiver.
Ain't gonna be my wide receiver. Fuck out of here.
You're going to trade a number one for him.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
He's gonna go to New England. Back to Vrabel. That's his boy.
He's going to
Yo,
Buffalo.
He's gonna go big.
A lot of people think Buffalo. A lot of people do think that.
I think New England.
Listen, if Buffalo don't make the Super Bowl, I'm telling you, they might start to break that team up.
If Buffalo don't make the Super Bowl, it's over. It's over. Blow up the team.
That's what I said.
If you can't do it this year,
That's what I said.
goodbye. You're never gonna do it.
I agree.
Would you trade Josh Allen?
I trade him.
What are you gonna trade him for?
He
one?
can still. There's so many teams that are desperate for quarterbacks.
You're
and
trading
he's still
Josh
up
Allen.
there.
You're getting way more than a one. You're getting multiple ones.
But who are they gonna trade? Where would he go? Cincinnati? Trade him for
Nah,
Burrow?
but you could do. I did say like a swap like
Rams.
that. That could be Rams.
To who?
Oh,
The
you know
Rams.
what? There you go. The Rams will give you the 2 number 1 picks for fucking Josh Allen.
And you could have Stafford too if he wants to move to
Yeah, but I think
Buffalo.
he's
Play in
retired.
the cold.
Yeah,
Nah.
Stafford
He
will
gets
just
traded to
retire.
Buffalo. He's retiring because 2 hits up there, and he's like, "No,
Yeah.
I ain't about this cold life."
So John,
Especially
what
at
do you
his
think
age.
about? All right, if you put Josh Allen in fucking the Rams, that's a fucking team.
Yeah, but we got to see. I mean, Josh Allen.
What are the Rams going to look like next year?
And
Well,
I like
got
Josh
Cooper
Allen.
Kupp. I mean, not Cooper Kupp. They got Puka Nacua.
They got Puka.
Puka Nacua.
But Adams probably not there next year.
Yeah, I think he's done. He's
so you're gonna need at least one more receiver. They got the 2 running backs who are good. Their line is good. They
could probably sign a receiver.
And any smart guy who's like, you know what, maybe I'll take less to go play over there and try to win a championship will do it. People love McVay.
You might. They might. I mean, it's rare that you see players do that now, but you might find somebody that might be willing to do it. You might, but it's not often you get that anymore. So it's tough. It's a tough sell, but
Brown.
That guy, I don't care. It's not my. I don't want that guy. That's just like when fucking Antonio Brown went fucking insane. When guy running around naked in Tampa Bay.
But he was also like I heard he was smashing Tom Brady's wife too.
Who else wasn't? There's a couple. Fucking the masseuse wound up getting her. So there you go.
Damn, you got some insight. Yo, John, let me ask you a question because obviously I live in the state of Florida. You guys are all in New York, Queens specifically. Did you hear about fucking Abdul Carter with the porn thing?
I'm not out in the street hanging out.
No, he was actually in the locker room, got caught watching fucking porn instead of fucking studying game film. That's why I would trade that porn star for Crosby. Here, you could have the guy that's whacking off the porn instead of sitting in the game room studying.
They said that wasn't a true story.
I don't give a shit. There's always some truth to every rumor that you hear.
Well, he wasn't paying attention, but the porn part of it.
Yeah. Well, either way, whatever. We're stuck with Carter, so. But I like
Abdul Carter. I think Abdul Carter's the future of the Giants.
I don't know about the future, but I think he'll be good.
I don't know. There's not much of a future right now, so I don't really care.
This is a miserable podcast. There's nothing bright from none of y'all. It's just like rain with these 2 franchises.
Well, you better go find some friends in states with good teams.
So you gotta find like friends. Find friends out in Seattle. They'll be the people you want to talk to.
There you go.
Yo, listen, it's not my fault that the Minnesota Vikings were fucking retarded and they kept J.J. McCarthy over Sam Darnold. It's not my fault. Superstar.
I don't care. They were stupid. That's not my problem.
Superstar.
I don't care for the Vikings.
Superstar Sam Darnold.
Listen, let's not get carried away, all right, guys? Superstar. Win a fucking playoff game, then maybe we can get. He's a half a star, buddy. Just like
in both regular seasons, because he only had the one loss that he got killed in, right? Both regular season was Sam Darnold one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Was Sam Darnold not one of the best quarterbacks
regular
in the
season?
league?
Who gives a shit? What happened in the playoff game?
You're not answering the
question.
What
happened? I told you I don't want a regular
one of the
season
top quarterbacks in the motherfucking league.
Don't give a shit. What did you do in the playoffs? You shit the bed.
He did not shit the bed. He got murdered.
There you go. See, and Daniel Jones has a playoff win. And how is he?
Yo, fuck Daniel Jones, man. Like,
he got one more win than Darnold, buddy.
He was looking great in the regular season until he hurt his leg.
Listen, don't worry about it. Darnold has a chance to tie Daniel Jones this week when he plays the 49ers that are mash units. So there you go. Don't worry about it. Then he'll no longer
Are you going to have the same temperature when he carries them to a Super Bowl?
Go ahead. I want to see that. Because you better hope that he puts up these stellar numbers. Because if he goes fucking 7 for 23 and the defense wins that game, I'm going to tell you.
if they kick like 5 field goals to win the game, 15-10, no.
That means he put him in position to get field goals, right?
Stop.
No, it means he got him to like the 40-yard line.
Superstar, buddy. Superstars get in the end zone.
Superstars make sure their teams win.
Well, Darnold hasn't done that lately in the playoffs.
So, all right.
Wait, he hasn't.
For entertainment purposes, let's say
was Trent Dilfer a superstar?
No, but he's got a Super Bowl and Dan Marino don't.
But you said he was a superstar. Superstars make your team win.
No, but that Ravens defense was next level.
You just said. You just said superstars help your team win.
Listen,
I thought
So
Trent Dilfer was one of the goats. Trent Dilfer was one of the
now you're
goats.
just saying Trent Dilfer is a superstar.
All right, so I
You
have
should be
to say
saying
yeah,
in-
because I'm
in
not going to go
Dilfer we
against Sam
trust.
Darnold. So yeah, he was a superstar.
But no, because you really spoke a few seconds ago when you said no. Now you're trying to cover for
And I'm
yourself.
going to fucking renege on it and come back. Listen, so all right, Dave, check it out. Sam Darnold gets the Seattle Seahawks to the Super Bowl and they win. I'm going to design it in Darnold We Trust shirt and you got to wear it.
I'll burn it.
No, you got to wear it. Come on now.
I'll burn it.
You're fucking.
I'll burn that shit.
What?
I'll come down there and I'll burn that shit in your fire pit.
Fucked up. John, you see what I deal with, John?
He's your people.
John's not helping me. I thought he was going to come in here and have some kind of bright spot for the Jets.
What bright? You want a bright spot? We have a fabulous punter.
Have you ever met a Jet fan?
We have the best punter in the league.
Rob, have you ever met a Jet fan?
Highest average yards per punt. Also, he had the most punts.
Then how can you say you thought he'd be a bright spot?
Happiness is not allowed when you're a Jet fan. It's only misery and sadness. And maybe next year.
Well,
I've given up on maybe next year.
I think
It's always just end this season. That's what it stands for.
So are your bets then, right? So are your bets then, right?
New York teams in general just
No, they get to the playoffs.
Every year it's I hope we're still in the playoff hunt by Halloween. This year we're out of the playoff hunt before October.
Well, at least they didn't fucking build you up with false hope. They gave it to you early. Pack it in.
So, John, what's our record next year? What's our record?
You're not going to win that many games because, like you said, there's a lot.
Gotta see how the draft goes.
It also depends on.
Listen, John is cooking something. I think he's got a little coming.
And who they got as quarterback?
More than 3 wins. Who's our quarterback?
Who do you think they're gonna get as quarterback?
The guy who works at the gas station down the block. I like his chances.
My name is Haji Bujar. I am here to throw. Don't worry. I am.
What about the rumors of Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray's bum. I wouldn't take that kid. But
I'd go for Willis.
Yo, hold on. Well, I don't want to pay no $40, $50 million for that fucking guy. Fuck out of here.
For who?
For Willis? No way.
I don't think he's going to get that much. Murray's making $50 million.
He's gonna make 40 at least. He's gonna get paid.
Kyler Murray's making $50 million.
It won't be when they cut him.
True.
Yeah. So John, who do you got at the quarterback? Because you said 3 wins. I think it's gonna be 2.
No, I said I hope we get more than 3 wins. I didn't say we were. I'm not that crazy.
Who's going to be taking snaps behind quarterback? Because I heard they already set like a future deal with Bill Zappi or whatever his name is.
Yeah, they picked up that bum.
Who's our quarterback? I don't even know. So some 7th round pick, last pick in the draft, maybe.
Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant. You never know. Could be the next Brock Purdy.
No.
Bring back Ryan Fitzpatrick. I mean, he's been retired a few years. He's played for 18 teams.
Hey, shit.
Got to be better than what we had this year.
If Philip Rivers can do it, so could he.
Fitzpatrick's in better shape than
yeah, he is. That's
Rivers
true.
was.
That is true.
I mean,
Fitzpatrick's crazy. He probably could come in and throw a couple of games.
So all right,
the Jets trade the 1st round pick and 2nd round pick to the Raiders. They get Crosby and Brady.
Brady for what?
To be the quarterback.
Unless he reneges and owning the team, that ain't happening.
Never mind who's going to be the quarterback. What
John,
game
you
are the
look
Jets
like
going to
this
get an
is the worst
interception?
topic to talk.
That's a good one. I like that one. Yeah, Rob.
Yeah,
So
when are they going to get an
when are they gonna get an
interception? That's true.
Hold on, because there is a kid I like in the draft. They actually drafted him. I forgot his name. He plays for oh my god, I think it's Tennessee. Hold on, because I have his name written down here. I like the kid a lot. If they draft him, by week 2 he gets a pick off.
Nah, maybe week 14.
Come
we're gonna go 30
John.
weeks without a pick.
You guys will probably get some pickoffs in the preseason, but it won't count.
Yeah, we had 2 or 3 in the preseason this year.
So I
He'll
like
get 2 or 3. He'll get 2 or 3 in the preseason, then get hurt in the first game.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. So all right. So the kid I like is McCoy, right? He's out of fucking Tennessee. I think he's a stud. And then you have the other kid out of LSU, Delane, but I like Kim McCoy better. They take one of them. I'm telling you right now, both either or are getting no less than 3 picks next year.
Well, I don't think
that would be 3 more than the team got this year.
Yo, John,
they got 2 in the last game last season.
All right, but let's not act like, all right, so you obviously feel away because they got rid of Sauce, right?
They got rid of him at the perfect time because he got hurt.
Yeah, and plus they got a king's ransom for him.
And he wasn't playing like first year, second year Sauce.
Yeah,
no,
they were teams throwing at him, and they were catching over him.
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't. Yeah. What do you have? Like 1 interception or something like that?
Listen, there was the first year, AJ Epinez, the defensive end for the Buffalo Bills, had more pickoffs than Sauce Gardner. He had 2. Sauce had 1.
Yeah, but they weren't throwing at Sauce. With his rookie year, they no one threw at him.
That's because of that bullshit zone shit, right? People still win that.
You can't get a pick if no one throws the ball to your guy.
It's not fucking Dion. You're giving him way too much credit.
They weren't throwing. Go back.
You know what it was? The Jets don't move him. The Jets didn't move him to the other team's number 1 receiver.
Yeah, just kept on one side.
They put him on his side. Whatever receivers were over there, so they would move the better receiver to the other side.
And
then they didn't throw it up to Sauce.
Really good secondary.
You know,
the whole defense was good that year.
Yeah,
went downhill.
But he fell back. The Colts got real thirsty because they felt this is a run they had to make, and they made a serious deal for him, thinking he was the game.
Listen, they were smart. They sold him.
Muji was very smart. Great trades.
Yeah, he did. He got a lot. The value
when he traded away Sauce and when he traded away Williams, he made great trades.
But hear me out. That's it. That's all the ammunition they have left besides Garrett Wilson. It's not hard to get great value for 2
Well, they're looking to rebuild. They're looking to rebuild that team. So they're hoping that Glenn's the guy.
If he's a good drafter, they can be good really quick.
Yeah, if he hits on the pick.
John, please don't tell me, look, we finally have them talking positive that there might be some good shit coming.
We got 25 picks in the next 2 years.
Listen.
That's why I said 2028. That's our year. We have all the picks in the next 2 drafts.
What your main thing is, you should build your team up this year and you get your quarterback next year, and that's it.
That's why I say, if you don't love Moore, don't trade him because he's the second best quarterback.
According to Moore, you don't love the Jets anyway, so you don't want him.
So if you don't love Moore, don't draft him. Wait till next year, draft other positions, build up the team. Because I think the Jets have the first pick in the second round too, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah. So you'll get a good pick there too.
Yeah. So and then you got 3 number 1s next year.
3 1s next year, and I think 2 2s next year.
Yeah.
You're loaded with picks. But like you said, you got to hit on them. So
they'll be on the clock all day long for the next 2 drafts.
But they'll get a lot of phone calls too, because of the draft stat where they are, people are going to want to trade up for that pick in the second round too, potentially. So you got a lot of play you can get. Could maybe even steal a player. You never know.
Yo, Dave, we need a Kevin Costner moment in Gotham.
I don't know if that's. I don't know. Those are just in the movies. But imagine, you never know.
I mean, it worked for the Cowboys with fucking Walker.
That's because the Vikings were the stupidest team in the fucking. Gave up their future for a guy that was 90,000 years old. Herschel Walker was great, but you were getting him out of his prime.
So, okay, you guys will never agree on one wants a wide receiver, one wants a fucking offensive lineman. John is just fucking.
I said either Tate or the offensive lineman. I'm fine with the wide receiver. Dave doesn't want the offensive lineman because he doesn't trust them. But I'm fine with either one of those two guys.
It's not that he's a bad player, but like I said, I just don't trust him. Every year the Giants drafted a high offensive lineman. That's all happened.
And John, you just don't have faith anymore. They kicked you in the nuts, and you're like, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I got some really quality naps in watching Jet games this year. Or that red zone coverage went to really quickly. The last game, I think I watched the first. They were down 14-0 with like 8 minutes to go in the first. So I was checked out of that game.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about, Buffalo?
Whoever
the week before that.
Oh, the week
the last
before.
game.
Oh, it was Buffalo, yeah. Matt Trubisky was going ham.
Yeah, we were losing to the backups.
Well, the Jets played backups too, to be fair.
Well, that's all you have.
Yo, I don't know how to spin this. Like, it's just this negative fucking, it's toxic as shit up in.
Well, get a couple of wins. That'll change everything.
One less win than we did. Oh, no, one.
Yeah, but listen, I'm realistic. I know we suck because we got an idiot owner that's like living in the 50s instead of moving on.
Whoa.
Okay.
Be careful because you know how he feels about the TV deal in 1903.
Don't give a shit because ever since they stopped building the offensive and defensive line, they stopped winning. Had they done that in the final years of Eli Manning's career and just gave him a little bit of a line, he wins one more Super Bowl. And then
I gotta ask. So before the Giants guys speak, John, Eli is up for trying to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. You think he's gonna hit it?
No, he's not first.
He'll get in next year.
Give the guy answer first. Jesus.
He answered.
He'll get in next year.
He's not a first.
He got 2 Super Bowls. He's got stats ish.
I mean, listen, his numbers are mediocre, but here's the thing: you put all these other quarterbacks.
He'll get for no other reason than he beat.
Well, Tom Brady. Yeah,
and he beat the perfect Patriots.
Yeah. So he'll get in for that. Not probably next year.
His numbers are borderline, but I'll tell you right now, you put all these other so-called superstar quarterbacks in New York City and see if they could handle that pressure. New York eats people alive, chews them up, and throws them out.
Well, what do you think, Rob?
I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I love Eli.
Yeah, but first ballot, no. Realistically, that's not.
Yeah, I don't think he was a first. I'm a big Eli fan. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He's not a first ballot Hall of Fame.
I think get in next year.
No, he's definitely not.
At least we all got him going in.
No, he'll go in because, like he said, he won 2 Super Bowls and he beat Tom Brady, so they're gonna put him in. But his numbers are mediocre at best. He doesn't have like Hall of Fame numbers per se. He just has the 2 championships. But like I said, though, you put these other guys that are in there in New York, and can they win the big game? I don't know.
See, but I hate that reference because they play in Jersey. It's the New York media. I get it, but
who gives a fuck? Jersey, New York, it's the same shit. You get eaten up and spit out, bro. Look at all the guys that came to the Yankees and choked it up and sucked ass. Randy Johnson could beat the Yankees in the World Series, but he joins the Yankees and he sucks.
Listen, when the Meadowlands held the Super Bowl, all of the stuff was held in New York.
Yeah, because nobody
when the Giants won the Super Bowl, the first parade was in New York.
Of course, because no one's gonna go dancing in the swamp. That place sucks. The fucking problem is the fucking mayor blew the opportunity for them to build a stadium in New York. So
Bloomberg ruined it for the Jets.
So shit
But
happens.
isn't MetLife called Jet Life Stadium?
Yeah.
No,
No,
no.
I thought it was
Listen.
called Jet Life Stadium.
I don't know. They should just burn that thing to the fucking ground because this is just
Jet-
fucking.
Play in the parking lot.
Just build a new.
Rob,
stadium.
it's Jet No Life Stadium for them.
Well, ain't nobody ain't doing the Giants any justice either. So fuck that shit. Let that shit down and build a fucking stadium. Burn it, and then maybe get something new. Bring up new memories. Nothing good has happened there in a
That
long
stadium
time.
is terrible too.
I know it's horrendous.
Yo, what are we doing? There's nothing positive that has came out for 56 minutes.
Listen, we're just telling the truth as New Yorkers. That's it. Or Jerseyans, if you want to say, whatever the fucking case may be.
I think y'all gotta get out of New York
What?
for a little while and breathe some fucking actual fresh air in fucking Woosah. Like,
Woosah. Why?
What do you think's gonna happen in
It's
tonight's
the
game?
same shit anyway.
Pittsburgh's losing.
I don't know. I think they have a chance.
They ain't got no fuck. It's Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like, he's a fucking bum.
No, they
He's
have
a
a shot
fucking
because
bum, and he's a fucking rat. Let's keep it honest. Because he's over there talking about there was a mole in New Jersey. You were the
Listen,
fucking mole.
I don't like Rodgers. I don't.
He's a rat.
I don't like Rodgers.
We got all of his friends, and we still sucked.
Yeah. Well, listen, he's a rat because he was a cheesehead. He loves that cheese, bro. He came from fucking Green Bay eating cheese, and he was eating a lot more.
No, he was when he's like, oh, there was a mole in New Jersey. You were on fucking McAfee talking every fucking week about jet shit and everything and fucking hallucinating in dark fucking woods and shit, you fucking stupid rat. He's a fucking rat. And I hate the Jets fans. They're like, oh, we had Aaron Rodgers be different. What the fuck? At best, you're 8-8.
Not even. You weren't going 8-8. You weren't going 8-8 with him. And listen, he's losing tonight. He's losing tonight. Texans are winning that game.
John, how
Texans
you feel
are a
about
better team.
Aaron Rodgers, before I go off on the Aaron Rodgers, how do you feel about Aaron Rodgers, curious?
I thought we had a chance the first year, and then that dream went down the hill in the first 20 seconds of his Jet career.
Flag, and you were like, we got something here.
Yeah, when he stuck his foot down on the ground in that great Jersey fucking shithole place, there it all went.
It's that fine turf of Jersey.
Exactly.
But yeah, for the World Cup, they're getting real grass. Doesn't make sense.
Are they putting real grass for the World Cup?
Yeah. Soccer players don't play on that shit. The World Cup, they're getting real fresh grass put in. And then after the World Cup, take it out, and maybe this turf that's in there now will disappear too, and we'll get something new, because there's more injuries in that stadium than anywhere.
Blow it up and just that's it.
Just play in the parking lot.
I think, but I could be wrong, but I think the league made a decision that everybody has to switch over to a choice of 3 different turfs.
Oh,
if you're going to use turf,
grass no more?
What's that?
You said no one's going to have grass no more?
No. If you're using turf, you have to use 3 specific ones. I think I heard that recently.
I do not like turf. I don't fuck with turf.
Well, whatever's in there now, I don't know where they got it. Maybe they knew a guy and got a discount or something, but
fell off the back of a truck.
That shit is bad.
They went down to Home Depot and rolled that carpet out.
Nah, you know what happened? Jimmy Hoffa stuck his hand up from the stand, just grabbed him, bro. That's what it was. Remember, he's buried over there, supposedly.
He's in the end zone, though, and we never made it into the end zone. So,
but that was just a rumor. Maybe he's not in the end zone. Maybe he was right where Rodgers stepped to make that first throw.
Nice.
He's at the 35-yard line. That's why we can't get past it ever.
All right, man. Jesus. All right, so I don't know how we're going to top the next one, right? Because we were fucking positive as shit on this one. Well, let's. All right, John, I'm going to ask each one of you to get up out of here. One last thing you want to say, anything positive about the Jets, what you got?
It's Knicks season, so I got that going for me.
Coach,
most positive Jet thing you're gonna get from me.
All right, let's go Knicks. Coach Dave.
I don't know about the Knicks, man. They're another lost soul. They tease everybody too. They're regular season heroes and then postseason zeros.
Yeah, but y'all got depth though. This year y'all got depth, and my man OG is on some next.
Don't matter if Brunson keeps trying to be like Michael Jordan and shoot all the balls, they ain't winning. Every time he starts to take all the shots, the Knicks lose.
Now I think the Knicks are going to do good again in the playoffs. They have
the East is watered down. If they can't get to the championship this year, then they suck. Because
you know what though? All right, because the three of you are Giants fans, Knicks fans, and y'all want to talk real quick basketball. So what if I was to tell you that the Toronto Raptors are going to trade a first-round pick, Emmanuel quickly, and get John Morant or LaMelo Ball? I think that team can beat your team.
John Morant is a fucking head case. Good luck with that one. That guy's a nightmare.
Yeah. There's a reason teams aren't lining up to trade for him.
I'm just saying.
You could have
listen to that lineup.
You're not going to beat us anyway. You won't beat us. You won't beat us.
Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, John Morant.
And he will be the cancer to ruin that team. Make
no
that
way.
trade.
Coach Darko won't let that rock. He's one of the European motherfuckers in like Serbia where they got fucking flares and everything. Darko ain't playing that.
You're not allowed to have guns in Canada. He's gonna get deported.
That's fake gangster that he is. So
he's going across the border to go over.
Yo, how y'all always rain on everything I like? Like, John, how the fuck is like this? You just fit right in with them. You're supposed to come in with me, and you just.
I like John Morant, but he's just not.
John Morant's a head case, man. He's such a waste of talent. That's all it is. He has so much potential, but now that's it. You're better off getting LaMelo, and I'm not even that big of a fan of him either.
I love LaMelo.
He'd fit better over there. He'd be a better fit.
To do what? Kid's got the worst looking shot in the history of the NBA.
He just got to pass the ball.
It dropped, and he's a phenomenal facilitator.
That's all you need him to do. He don't need to shoot the ball.
Yeah, but who's he passing to up there?
Scotty Barnes,
RJ Barrett,
Brandon Ingram, who's killing it.
Scotty
is one of the best forwards in the league.
Okay, you got one guy.
What about Brandon Ingram, who's on fire?
Yeah, but in the playoffs, he's another one.
It's January. Let's see how he's doing in March and April.
All right, so
he's been known to be hot early and fall too late.
Hold on. So when the fucking Raptors make this trade, I'm telling you right now, y'all Knicks better win division. If not, the fucking Raptors will knock you out the playoffs. I'm just letting you know.
That ain't happening.
I'm letting you off the rip.
That ain't happening. If we're gonna get beat by somebody, it's not gonna be by you.
Listen, when's the last time y'all seen an NBA championship coming to New York? Not out of the WNBA.
Willis Reed. That's about it.
Willis Reed. So you recently, right?
Well, listen, you got lucky that you got Kawhi. And if you didn't get him, you weren't going to win.
Well, but we did.
Listen, they've been moving up each year.
Hey, but listen.
The last couple of years, they got further from the previous year. So this year, NBA championship.
It's just like you and the Bills. You're not going to see them win anyway. Now that you're leaving, maybe they'll win.
Yeah, you're not a Bills fan anymore. You're a Jets fan.
Just remember, if the Bills don't win it, if they don't win this year, trade the whole team. Start over.
I know. I agree.
Start over. All right. Listen, when the Bills get knocked out the playoffs, we'll fucking have a fucking discussion about blowing the whole shit. I got John in the building. John, I hope you had some fun because I think you did some really fun shit. You made me laugh like these fucking weirdos who fucking want to hate on everything I do. You fit right into the fucking anti-pipe towards me shit. So thank you for coming in and being part of this group. Pete, what do you want to say? Because you got something you want to say.
If it's three of us saying it, that means it's not us.
I mean,
you got to think about that. You brought in a guy that you thought was going to help you out, and he sided with us. So maybe it's time you look in the mirror.
Starting to think it's a pigment thing. Starting to feel like a pigment thing.
Oh shit!
Listen, I sent you the video of the little kid they interviewed outside of the Jet game who was like the saddest person in the
Yo,
world.
Dave, did you? I gotta
You
send
said
that.
you were a Jet fan. That's what I sent to you.
Bro, I gotta send you this video. I don't know. He's probably like 14, 15 years old, right? Jets lose to Buffalo. No, I think it was their last home game. It was against Patriots. And the fucking hand, like, they put a microphone in this kid's face, and they're like, what do you think? He's like, I hate this team. My father made me a Jets fan. I'm miserable. I felt so bad for this little kid, Joe. All right, listen, for myself, these guys, I swear to God, this was wild. I appreciate everything. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Deuces.